to work. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Blue Devils offense will take the first swing of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40, the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, North Carolina.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick-6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Leaves it with the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Dropping back, it's York. Might be looking to run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tucker. And how about that? What?
pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Ball in the air, intercepted. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
First down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down. Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Looking for a crease to the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
And the Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. The give on fourth down. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Tar Heels looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The give to the tailback. He is smashing people. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They go to the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Not a whole lot of yards gained on that one, but using the fullback as a weapon in the pass game can pay dividends.
Yeah, oftentimes we see fullbacks just kind of shoving their face into the fan. They're getting blocks. They're inside the tackles. This time they try to sneak them out, see if they can catch the defense slipping. It's a nice change-up play by the offense.
The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Running it back, it's Albright. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Finds his tight end. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They want to run it left here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They're going to run it to the right. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Good timing on the quick out.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. After the misfire, it's second down. They go to the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw, make it look like a pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers, they came down hard quickly. Got into the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
All the numbers and stats will show you going for it on fourth down in this area of the field really puts pressure on a defense. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the second quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they'd love to forget. So find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated. Get them the football and let them go to work.
And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest. It makes them realize they got to play the run, too. Great play for them.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's York. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops. The Blue Devils have their offense in high gear. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease, and you just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw...
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
And nice job by this offense. 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. The whole playbook's open. Great job by the QB, seeing it immediately. Getting the football out of his hands, hitting his receiver, getting 6 points.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Quick completion to the right. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the back. And the Tar Heels pick up the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Now on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a 1st down. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Looking to pass. It's Leon. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
He is brought down, but, man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains on 1st down from the 13-yard line. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you've got the offense right where you want it.
And they can't. Third down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Lining up from the 34 on first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Tucker. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And once he found open space, the band might as well start.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's Leon. Pressure coming. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half.
And the Blue Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Scrambling away. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. Touchdown, UNC! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put...
He's got it down the left. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give on the counter. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Blue Devils look to keep this drive humming. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Sweet feet on the move. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. And he missed it. No good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game, still sitting at 10.
And just not enough leg on that kick. You see it just gets knocked down by the crossbar.
To the ground with the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Brought down on the play. At the 35-yard line. 2nd down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Leon. Throws to the tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, it's an unfortunate drop by the tight end there, and he's a guy that just have not been able to get him involved in this football game. We're here in the 2nd half, and this guy still doesn't have a catch.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the big fella. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll run it from the gun. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. They'll try to run for it. They are on the move. As they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 28.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And the Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. To the air, it's York. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Coming after it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
They've got the screen set up. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Field goal is good. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on fourth down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Abrams. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll try the run. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking downfield is Leon. He tries to take the top off. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, North Carolina! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Man, the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's York. Quickly out to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so...
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Handoff to the single back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. I mean, he's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. Running back searching for a hole. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Running behind that left side. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, UNC! And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 25 over Ohio State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll throw it on 1st down. The quick out. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? He's going to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Got his man to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. To the air, it's York. Pocket starts to collapse. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Tucker. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Blue Devils have moved it inside the 20. On second down, wants to throw it. They're working that left side. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He caught it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Second and goal coming up. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The deficit is huge, this one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. From the 30-yard line on first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board.
Touchdown, North Carolina! And the punishment has been extended. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He rifles one deep down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
24.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One more play to pad the stats. Going up top on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone and time has run out. There is a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they didn't. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.